This week we have Sarah Hargreaves giving our community moment. And she happens to be the president of Camp West, Kansas City, which is a secular camp that goes on once a year, and I think it's close by. She'll mention more of that, and she will talk about it. She also is a founding board member of the Kansas City Atheist Coalition, has been involved in lots of secular work here in Kansas City, which we are really, really grateful for. I also asked her, I'm like, how do I introduce you? And she said, just call me a sexy bitch. So, that's it. And let's welcome Sarah Hargreaves.
As Helen mentioned, my name is Sarah, and I am with Camp Quest Kansas City. Camp Quest Kansas City is a secular summer camp for children of free-thinking families. I think we might have a couple of those here today, so I thought this might interest some of us. Camp Quest features science, natural wonder, and humanistic values. The lovely and talented Jennifer Larson, who is also a board member of Camp Quest Kansas City, is going to be passing out little cards with more information about Camp Quest. So especially important is the website, of course, because at kc.campquest.org you can register your child as a camper with Camp Quest Kansas City. Registration is open. Or if you're interested, you can volunteer for the week with Camp Quest Kansas City. Do I have any slides up? Josh, you were going to help me with that, right?
Yes.
But the information is also on these cards. Go to kc.campquest.org. Camp Quest is open to all children between the ages of 8 and 17. This summer, it's going to be from July 5th through the 11th. If anyone's interested in volunteering with Camp Quest, we are especially in need of any medical staff, lifeguards, or someone who can play the guitar. Believe it or not, we've had 2 sessions so far without a guitar player, and it is really cramping our style at campfire. I'm just going to say that. So if you're a qualified nurse or medical staff, medical professional, certified lifeguard, or can play the guitar, please go to the website and contact us via the website, or just talk to me later today. It would also be excellent. If you're interested in a more year-round volunteer opportunity, the board of Camp Quest is also in need of a treasurer. So if you have that skill set and are interested, find me later today or contact me via the website. Okay, so that was all I'm going to say about Camp Quest. The rest is on the website. And then I wanted to throw this information up here because I feel like that's kind of the most pertinent information for if you want to register your camper. The next thing I want to talk about is something very dear to my heart, and that is dancing. And I feel like there's a lot of people that I run into, or people I've met through Oasis, people in this room right now, who believe that they cannot dance. And it bugs me because all dancing is rhythmic music. It's not that difficult. The most difficult thing is finding the rhythm, but we're going to talk about that later. I feel like a lot of people think they can't dance because they see like a music video and they think to themselves, well, I don't look like Usher, I don't look like Justin Timberlake. But what's interesting is most of the opportunities we run into in our daily lives to dance at a bar where there's live music, at a wedding, just like informal opportunities to dance. Dancing like, Michael Jackson is actually kind of inappropriate. Nobody wants to see the moonwalk, when you're just dancing with friends. I can't tap dance. I have no idea. I have no formal training in ballet, but I can dance, and you can too. And I'm going to be asking for a couple of volunteers here in a minute, so keep that in mind. I'm going to need 2 volunteers who are confident they cannot dance. And I'm going to put it to you like this. I'm going to challenge you. So if you're like, I know I cannot dance, you cannot tell me that I can dance. Prove me wrong. So in a couple of minutes, I'm going to need 2 volunteers who are confident they cannot dance. And it doesn't hurt if you're also an incredibly handsome man. Like you're an incredibly handsome man. So be thinking about that. Okay, the other thing I want to talk about before I jump into the actual presentation is why should I care about being able to dance? I feel like that's a lot of people's attitude too, like, hey, I'm not good at it. Why should I care? You should care because dancing is about 2 things. It is about fun, and it is about sex. So if you can increase your ability to dance, You're going to increase the amount of fun in your life, and you're definitely going to increase the amount of sex in your life. At the end of the day, dancing gets you laid.
That's a good thing.
I don't care if you're in a relationship or not in a relationship. Dancing gets you laid. That's bottom line, bottom line. I'm here to help. Okay. The first thing we're going to talk about is rhythm. And I feel like this truthfully is the biggest hurdle. Once you figure out rhythm, you figured out dancing. But fortunately for all of us, there's a nifty thing called common time. All music has a time signature. That's how many counts or how many beats are in a measure. All music has that. All Western music has that. So common time is called common time because it is the most common. Literally 90% of all music is in common time. Every pop song you hear is in common time. And people are like, oh, I don't like pop music. You don't have to. It's simplistic because it wants you to be able to dance to it. That's why it's simplistic and derivative oftentimes. But so 4/4 time is just, you'll hear people clap along 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. If anyone was in band, if anyone ever played an instrument, you're going to see your music teacher go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. They're counting that 4-beat measure. That is rhythm. Once you figure that out, practice this in your car when you're listening to the radio. If you can, this is the trick. Once you get this, you will get dancing. Because remember, dancing is just rhythmic movement. So if you've got the rhythm and you're moving, you're dancing. Most of the time, people are going to clap on the 2 and the 4 beat. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm probably not even clapping right now, but most of the time it's going to be on the 2 and the 4 beat. The other thing that's really cool is if you listen to most music, most songs, most pop songs even are like clap, and they'll have like a real hard beat on the 2 and the 4. They're helping you. That's what that is for. So if you identify that, and okay, so we're just gonna. So now I do need my volunteers. I need 2 sexy, the most sexiest men I can find. Gilbert, you. Okay, anyone who's as sexy or more sexy than Gilbert? You, sir, you. I have a strong connection to you right now. I need you to be up here with me. Yes, you. I know. This is what we're doing right now. This is the point. Okay. Okay, gentlemen, so stand on either side of me. Because I do like to have men surrounding me at all times. Okay, perfect. A little bit more space. Okay, perfect. Okay, so the first thing, I'm going to break this down really simply. We're going to talk about feet first. What can we do with our feet? We're going to talk about what do I do with my hands? And then we're going to talk about what do I do with my body. But I want to emphasize something right now. You don't have to be doing all of these things at once. Sometimes you will be. But if you're just nodding your head, honestly, you're dancing. If you're nodding your head to the rhythm, you're dancing. So you don't have to do all these things at once. You can do any one of these things and you're technically dancing. First thing we're going to talk about is the 2-step. So feet are shoulder width apart. And then you're going to take one foot and take it out and bring the other foot back to that foot. Out, together, out, together, out, together. If you're doing this to the rhythm of a song, you're dancing. Now we're going to bounce, now we're going to stand still again, and we're just going to kind of bend our knees. You're bending your knees and stepping at the same time. So that's a little, see how this is better now? Okay. You got it. This is so fun. Okay, now this one's a little bit more tricky. We're going to be mostly 2-stepping today, but I wanted to throw this in here because I want to give you 2 moves per body part. So the 4-step, so it's just simply feet shoulder width apart, and then you're going to take one foot and move it forward. You're going to take the other foot and move it forward, and then you're going to move the first foot backward, and the second foot backward. And if you're bending your knees while you're doing it, forward, forward, backwards, backwards, forward, forward, backwards, backwards. You're dancing. And the 4-step is great. The 4-step is one where, honestly, you probably shouldn't be using your hands because, if you get your hips into it, you look so cool just doing the 4-step. You don't need to do anything else. And on your head, you look so cool doing the 4-step. You're beautiful. Okay, so now we're going to, and this is a cheat code. We all love cheat codes. Doing anything in repetition automatically makes it cooler. I don't know why that is. I don't know who made that rule, but it is a rule. So if I'm 2-stepping back and forth easily, you know, nice, easy two-step back and forth, and then all of a sudden I do it the same repetition twice, it's automatically cooler. Like, so easy two-step, and then we're gonna go left twice. So, keep that in mind for later. Okay. Hands. What's the easiest dance move to do with your hands is clap to the beat. If you're clapping, you're dancing. Then if you're clapping and two-stepping, you're dancing. Feel it? Feeling good? Also snap, clap and snap, clap and snap. You're dancing. You're dancing. You're dancing, everyone. Isn't this fun? Okay, now we're gonna get a little bit more groovy on you. Okay, this is one of my favorite moves. Palms down, and you raise the roof. Raise it up. Raise it up. See? Come on, you know, but you're sexy, and then you're like, oh, I'm sorry, sweetheart, I didn't mean to scare you. Okay, you can, like, raise it up. You do that rhythmically? You're dancing. Okay, and now another easy motion with your hands is just make comfortable fists. Loose, comfortable fists. Take them out, bring it in. Take them out, bring it in. Take it out, bring it in. If you're doing that rhythmically, you're dancing. You don't need the shoulders. You can do the shoulders. Okay. He's more advanced. He's more advanced. I know, I'm just ambitious. I can't help it. Okay. So now we know what to do with our feet. We know what to do with our hands. Our body. This is, again, something you can do alone. You don't have to add anything else with it. If you lean forward to the rhythm of a song, so push your chest forward, your head, your chin, you're dancing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're dancing. Or you can hit the beat back. Push your chest back, push your head back, push your chin back. I particularly think guys look cool when they do this. Just hit the beat back. 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks so sexy. Hit the beat back. Hit the beat back. Okay, another simple thing you can do with your body is lean side to side. Lean side to side. You don't have to do anything else. Yeah! Lean side to side. Okay, and then there's another one. Okay, so this one's a little bit more advanced, but so not everyone's going to be comfortable doing this. You're ready though. It's the body roll. So you're not gonna start with the body roll, but like once the song is like you're really jamming out, you're gonna push your chest forward, push your hips back. Push your chest back, push your hips forward, right? It's a body roll. Do a body roll. You got it? Push your chest forward, push your hips back. Push your chest back, push your hips forward. Okay, now for ladies, of course, we all know this one, ladies, is the hip roll. Hip roll, right? You know, this is more for the ladies. This is a little bit more for the ladies. But guys can incorporate a little hip roll every now and then. This is the one thing I'm going to say. So this is a couple cheat codes for men. Less is more. Less is more with male dancing. It's true because, I mean, we've all seen like the Carlton, like, you know, we know the Carlton or whatever that is. I can't even do it. But it's like, if you're flailing too much, if there's too much motion, it's just not quite cool. So like, men, their kind of sexiness is in their swag, right? So you gotta be too cool for it all. So men, you know, less is more, be relaxed, be confident. I know you gentlemen already are. Do head nodding, you know, do a little of this. You know, less is more for men. Cheat code for women, you know, draw attention to the body parts that you find to be sexy or sensual. So hair, you're kind of playing with your hair. Easy. Shoulders, hips, last. Okay. Oh, and the other thing is, unless you're intentionally trying to make a joke, there's rarely a good opportunity in a song to do a pelvic thrust. Unless you're intentionally trying, you know, pelvic thrusts are funny, you know, you look funny, but so stay away from the pelvic thrust unless you're trying to be funny, unless you're trying to make a joke. The pelvic thrust it up. Okay, that's it, everybody. Now I wanted to demonstrate with music. So this is the best part, and I'm going to show you all. Oh, hi, I need your code. So it's the third slide, and just sit play. It should hopefully play a fun song. And if we all want to stand up and do it together, we can all apply